Today, we will discuss about the effects of coffee in our brain and body. To start with though, when was the first time coffee was made? The story goes long ago. Somewhere, between the forests on the Ethiopian plateau, a man, named Kaldi, discovered coffee, that drink we choose every morning. So, when he noticed that, after eating the berries from a certain tree, his goats became so energetic that they did not want to sleep at night. As word moved east and coffee reached the Arabian Peninsula, it began a journey which would bring these beans across the globe. And it was the start of everything. But, what does caffeine do to your brain? It works like this. Drinking coffee gives us the illusion of fake energy, which tricks our brain feeling no tire at all. In fact, what it does, is blocking a chemical in our brain, known as adenosine. What is adenosine? Well, as long as we are awake, adenosine stacks more and more in our brain, as a result making us feel more and more sleepy and tired. The more adenosine, the more sleepy you may feel. Caffeine works like adrenaline. It fights the adenosine, blocking its chemical receptors. So in a way caffeine provides alertness right away, and it can temporarily relieve drowsiness and fatigue, increasing at the same time your blood pressure. It also decreases suicide risk. Actually, one study found that the mood-enhancing effect of caffeine was linked to a 45% lower risk of suicide in participants. As obvious it may seem, caffeine can significantly improve and boost your memory and help you manage difficult tasks, studies, recalling informations, and in general tedious work. All that, throughout a period of 24 hours, leaving no place for boredom as well. Symptoms of an overdose? Well, to some extent, a headache can occur from either too much caffeine, or as a symptom of caffeine withdrawal. Basically, when your body is used to caffeine, you can experience irritability, as a symptom of absence of it. It's normal to drink, but how much? An overdose of coffee can increase urination for start. You may urinate more when you consume caffeine, leading to urge incontinence and other effects like diarrhea. A typical known issue some people face is the difficulty in sleeping, in other words, insomnia. Studies have found that higher caffeine intake appears to increase the amount of time it takes to fall asleep, making you nervousness and restlessness. It may also decrease total sleeping time, especially in the elderly. So, it's important to pay attention to both the amount and timing of caffeine, to optimize your sleep, as the caffeine keeps on boosting your nervous system up to 6 hours. Finally, for many people, caffeine has become an addiction. It's just a part of their daily life and routine, something like an easy and cheap hobby, a drug, easy to find. In one study, 213 caffeine users completed questionnaires after going 16 hours without consuming it. Daily users had greater increases in headaches, fatigue, and other withdrawal symptoms than non-daily users. In addition to all that, the habit of a consistent consumption of coffee leads to a lower feeling of that alertness and energy boost, as your brain builds higher adenosine chemical receptors, demanding as a result, a more and more caffeine to create that adrenaline feel. A typical known issue some people face is the difficulty in sleeping, in other words, insomnia. Studies have found that higher caffeine intake appears to increase the amount of time it takes to fall asleep, making you nervousness and restlessness. It may also decrease total sleeping time, especially in the elderly. So, it's important to pay attention to both the amount and timing of caffeine, to optimize your sleep, as the caffeine keeps on boosting your nervous system up to 6 hours. Thanks for watching.